Good afternoon, Mrs. Tay and fellow classmates. Today, the topic that I'll be presenting on is Islamic banking. Firstly, I'll be giving a brief introduction on Islamic banking and the prohibition of riba. Then we'll move on to the principal activities, banking products, and financial services in an Islamic bank. During the presentation, I will also share some examples so you can better relate. Lastly, there'll be a quiz to conclude the presentation. An Islamic bank has a banking system based on the principles of Islamic law and prohibits the use of riba, while for a conventional bank, it derives its profits mainly from interest charging. For example, money cannot be sold higher than its face value in an Islamic bank, while conventional banks can. Riba, also known as usury, is defined as in excess, increase, or additional compensation without due consideration. Under the Sharia law, there is a prohibition of acceptance and payment of interest charges on activities. After explaining, some of you might be wondering why there is a prohibition of riba. 5 main reasons given by the Islamic scholars for the prohibition of riba. It is unjustifiable, it corrupts the society, could result in negative economic growth, implies improper appropriation of others' property, and diminishes the human personality. It is unjustifiable as interest charges means more money to be repaid, while for the corruption of society, it increases your wealth at the expense of others. In Islamic banks, creditworthiness do not equal to high return, while productivity of the project is key. These two reasons are more relatable to the Quran. How do Islamic banks earn a profit? The Islamic financial model is based on the system of risk sharing, and profits from the activities are deemed as rewards for assuming the risk. It can also profit from the trading of goods and services. So the 5 key principal activities are ijara, sukat, murabaha, mudarabah, and masharika. So ijara is a leasing agreement between the bank and the customer. So the bank purchases the item on behalf of the customer and leases it to the customer over a specified period. The differences between an ijara contract and a conventional lease is that no interest charges can be made if the customer defaults on the payment. Here's an example of ijara by the National Commercial Bank in Saudi Arabia. It's a car leasing agreement and it shows the features, benefits, and the steps to apply. Are known as Islamic bonds and are linked to an underlying asset. So the holders are partial owners of the underlying asset and are able to participate in the ownership of the company. Profits and loss are dependent on the performance of the underlying assets. This is a news article on the Saudi banks reaping benefits from a sukat program. So 2 main benefits are addressing the shortage of Sharia-compliant liquidity and to facilitate liquidity management for domestic banks. Next, muhabara is a form of credit of which customer can purchase an item without having to sign an interest-bearing loan, after which the bank will purchase the item and sell it to the customer on a deferred basis. This is an example of muhabara term financing for Aman Bank. The additional financing from Emirates Islamic enables Aman Bank to diversify its resources required to pursue assets growth plan. Masharika is a financing agreement between the bank and the customers. In the next slide, I will have a video illustrating this.
A man has a business idea but cannot finance it alone. He presents his idea to the bank. The bank agrees to partially invest its equity in the venture. Sulaiman and the bank sign a musharaka agreement whereby both parties provide equity and agree to share the profits generated by the business as per an agreed ratio. The profits from the venture, if any, are shared between Sulaiman and the bank based on the ratio agreed in the musharaka agreement. Sulaiman returns the bank's equity based on the mechanism agreed upon in the musharaka agreement. The bank sells a percentage of its share in the musharaka on a periodic basis.
Finally, the mudarabah contract is a financial instrument that involves 2 parties, an investor and a fund manager. The contract will state a profit and loss sharing ratio whereby the fund manager will get a portion of the profit for its effort and labor. This is a mudarabah savings account from Emirates MBD and the benefits of this product. One Islamic bank that I'm introducing is the Emirates Islamic Bank. Upon entering the website for the first time, I browsed through the web page and found it was easy to navigate. The sections are categorized according to the different products and services that the bank offers. This website provides an English and Arabic language function which is user-friendly for non-Arabic customers. As seen on the left side, users are also able to access the website on a mobile device. Another point to note is that the website is constantly updated with the latest news which enables customers to be notified. Overall, the website utilizes an attractive interface. Islamic also have its own mobile application, Facebook and Instagram page. As seen on the slide, there are promotions and news being posted on various social media platforms. These marketing strategies to post information on social media platforms are a great way to connect with millennials as they go for products with the most benefits. for instance, discount at popular eateries and cash rebates. Their newest launch is the Alam Apple Pay, which enables cardholders to make faster payments from their mobile devices. Emirates Islamic focuses to cater to increasing smartphone-friendly population and to align products and services with customers' needs.
InstaPay, a unique and simple money transfer service for mobile banking customers. With InstaPay, you can now transfer money instantly to the mobile number of another Emirates Islamic account holder. Without needing account numbers or routing numbers, sending money is just a few simple clicks away.
Now we have went through the reasons for the prohibition of riba, explanation and examples of ijara, sukuk, murabaha, mudarabah, and mashrika, and how Emirates Islamic markets its products and services through the different social media platforms. Here are the references for my presentation.